Undercover pictures as we join police catching out gangs of hoons causing mayhem on our roads. We spent weeks secretly filming these drivers as they risked their lives and the lives of innocent bystanders in the biggest operation of its kind conducted in Australia. Rowan Wen followed the sting from the beginning and has this inside story.
Sooner or later someone's going to die.
Your window.
We wouldn't deploy the resources we did like last night if we didn't think it was very, very serious.
It's just before 8 p.m. on a Thursday night, and the first scout car arrives at this industrial park on the outskirts of the city. Confirming there appears to be no police around, a message is sent out via SMS to hundreds of mobile phones right across the city that the illegal drag races are on.
Mobile phones means that they can communicate very quickly over distance in regard to new locations, about the activities of police, and that's added another dimension.
By 10 o'clock, hundreds have turned up to watch young drivers risk their lives and the lives of those around them. Encased in their metal cocoons, the drivers act like they're unbreakable. But as Assistant Commissioner Gary Jamieson explains, all too often, nights like this end in fatalities like this.
Ultimately, we're trying to save people from themselves.
Which is why Senior Constable Mark Tepper is high above the action watching from a darkened office, while our Today Tonight crew films everything. We've been invited by the police to join their 4-week operation designed to identify and charge anyone driving dangerously. Our cameras will provide the pictures needed to get convictions in court. And police will also use pictures like these, confiscated from this spectator who brought along his own handycam. While those involved may claim it's harmless fun, the police take a different view.
No, they just blatantly flaunt the road rules.
This is criminality. We're talking about criminality in road use. We're talking about criminality in the way they set about setting up their cars. We're talking about criminality because some of the cars are stolen.
Time and again, drivers come dangerously close to onlookers. Watch this young man in the red as this driver struggles to keep control after doing 4 donuts.
He doesn't know how close he is to the crowd or anything like that.
Suddenly, a false rumour spreads through the crowd that police are on their way.
Yeah, they've been spooked.
Almost instantly, people in cars are going everywhere. The cars, the crowd, gone in 60 seconds. As the weeks pass, it's apparent one of the worst offenders is the driver of this blue rotary engine Mazda. Night after night, he spins his car ridiculously close to the crowd, so close that at times onlookers have to jump back. This van with the number plate Little Death provides music from an enormous stereo in the back, while the driver does spin-outs as others push the van sideways. Suddenly, the crowd is off again. The burnouts have created so much smoke, a local has called out the fire brigade. On night 3, there was more dangerous driving, and just before midnight, a fight breaks out. If you look closely, you can see this guy on the right of your screen is carrying a baseball bat.
Chase cars, we've got it either roadblock or designated as code 9 backup for them if they need it.
After 3 weeks, police have enough on tape to smash the drag ring wide open. It will be a mammoth operation involving more than 100 officers.
We don't want them spooked. If they see any extra police activity, they will not turn up on the night.
As the drags kick off the following Thursday, police like Sergeant Richard Salties quietly wait in factories around the industrial park, armed with videotapes and briefing sheets featuring the worst offenders.
And how many people are you specifically targeting tonight?
We've got around about 25, which we've got film for, which we're ready to process at police stations tonight.
Finally, the call goes up to move in.
Go blue.
Roger. Roger.
In less than a minute and a half, roadblocks are set up and not a single car makes it out of the dragnet.
Don't move out of the cars and stay there.
Cars are getting marshalled down to this area. They're getting scrutinised by 4 different units. From here they go to the EPA, Sheriff's Office, Vic Roads and a roadworthy inspection team.
Almost immediately, that blue rotary is spotted and sent to the front of the line. And even though the driver has put his girlfriend behind the wheel, police aren't fooled and have their first collar.
You understand those rights? Yep, I've got my phone.
He's been charged with conduct endangering life, which could earn him a prison sentence of up to 5 years.
The message that we're telling to all of these young people is that we are going to seize your cars and we are going to forfeit them.
When we caught up with Aidan, the driver of Little Deaf, he seemed unrepentant.
It hasn't been done in any circle work. It may have been done in a little burnout, but that's about it. No circle work.
What about the stereo in the back?
Yeah.
EPA approved?
When it's off, it is.
And it seems despite the police presence, some spectators just don't realise how stupid they've been.
You don't think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous, but I mean, I'm young. Live hard or die hard. That's the way you live, mate.
Every car is checked before being allowed to go, and the results speak for themselves. 9 vehicles were seized because they were suspected of being stolen. 166 defect notices were issued, as were 127 tickets for minor driving offences. 6 drivers were charged with driving in a dangerous manner, and 2 were charged with conduct endangering life. And that's just the beginning.
There'll be certainly a lot of knocks happening on the doors over the next few weeks.
The Sheriff's Office activated $37,000 in outstanding warrants, and a radar camera set up to catch drivers after they left the roadblock caught 45 people speeding. 2 were going so fast they've lost their licences. And Gary Jamieson says this operation is just the first of many to come.
The ultimate goal is to make sure that these sorts of events don't happen in the future. Wherever the drags are, you can be assured that we will be there in some shape or form.